Alright, this is part 4 and the last part of the Ori All Skills tutorial. We're now done with Sorrow, and pretty much the rest of this run is a lot easier. It's just some movement and a couple tricks, but nothing compared to the difficulty in Sorrow. So, on our way down, we're going to grab this cell. We need this for the last cutscene skip in the game, and then we'll just head down to Misty. Did I save here? I did. Okay, good. I can tell you a good trick for this movement. You charge dash to this bird, and then just hold right after your bash, and you'll go around those spikes immediately. Oops. Let's dash first. Might as well talk about the movement in this section, because there's nothing else to talk about. And maybe if you're on controller, you can bash a little bit to the right to give yourself time to start holding right. Anyways. And there, that's just a downward rocket jump. It's exactly the same as an upward rocket jump, but you just do it at the target that's below you. So I'm just bashing the bird below me and then rocket jumping to get down to Misty. And then as for Misty itself, I'm probably not going to spend too much time going over little things about the movement. If you really want to study good movement in this part, you can take a look at the world record. But I'm just gonna do a series of charge dash bashes and rocket jumps to get through here in a reasonable fashion, at least. And you can do stuff that's maybe slower or easier depending on your energy, but I'll just do it, this way. So, if you hadn't played the game casually or you don't remember, Misty changes its layout every time you get a keystone or when you hit a certain point. So that cutscene there, and when we get climb, count as those certain points. So it's a lot of go to a specific spot and then backtrack to progress through the area. So now we've grabbed climb. Climb is marginally useful for climbing walls. Perfect wall jumping is faster, but it's very hard for a human to do perfect wall jumping. So I would consider climbing to be your best method of moving up walls right now. Of course, we have charge jump and rocket dashing and stuff to get up walls, so you're honestly not going to see much use out of climb, but it does have some use. So let's get out of here. There's, stop cancel, it's optional. I'm just gonna play through Misty. Once again, you don't have to do rocket jumps and stuff there if you're having trouble with it. And I'm not gonna spend a huge amount of time talking about the setups, but I'll just basically go through Misty and you can work on getting your way through here. You do have to do a fair bit of practice of this area to get fast at it, but there's nothing where you kind of get stuck, unable to progress. There's a lot of things you can do where you might hit spikes or get slowed down, but unlike Sorrow Pass, where it's well, you're out of energy, you're done for now, Misty's more forgiving. That's a rocket jump out of the air. Once again, you can just bash that guy's shot up, but the rocket jump is the fast way to do it. Dash the wrong way. Now here, this is the fast way up, is to juggle that guy up and charge dash to him. If you don't have energy here or whatever, you can also get up by just bashing him up a few times and then going up. And if he dies, there's another good backup that's way faster than going back to whatever your previous save was. You just come over here and charge jump up that secret area, and then you can get over here like that. Now for the mini-boss, I'm going to make a save here, and then show a couple different ways to kill him. Okay, first up we'll do the quick kill. Or I guess I'll talk about just the first guy. There's two jump shoot sharks here, which constitute this fight. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a charge jump and a charge flame, and we're going to reflect the guy's shot with charge flame as we charge jump into him, and that'll one-shot him. So that was, I charge flamed too early before he fired his shot, so that's why he didn't die. Same thing there, so there's some timing to it. That was too late. We'll actually get the one cycle. There, so that guy's dead and the second one's coming out. Now for the quick kill, the movement you want to do at the start is to spawn them both like that so you can kill the second guy as soon as possible. So you're just going to be running into the boss room holding charge flame and charge jump. And sort of like the early quick kill is to actually kill the first guy and then just to do the same to the second guy. But in the event that you miss it like that, you can just stomp the ground to finish them off. So let's get this version of the quick kill. So he's dead. Same thing with the second guy. Now note that I'm not actually reflecting the second guy's shot there. I'm actually killing him with the damage from both charge flames. Now there's a faster quick kill, so maybe I should have showed this first, but whatever. Where you use a charge dash on the second guy instead, because charge dash reflects his shot into him as well, so you don't have to land again. So this is the fast quick kill, where you charge dash into him, then you just shoot him a couple times. I think it takes 2 or 3 shots to kill. 3 shots to kill, because your shots do 2 damage. So once more. And then once he's dead, you can come dash back over here and get this energy, because this door takes a fixed amount of time to open. Now if things go wrong, like let me just mess up fast quick kill. I accidentally dashed instead of charge dashed. Your best bet is to just go back to doing a charge jump, charge flame. And say if you're out of energy here somehow, you can just do charge jumps into them. And that's like some stomp damage. Something like that. Although it's a lot faster to kill them with energy. So we'll just do one more quick kill and then move on. Alright. So then the trigger for this area to change back to the one we can exit from is just to enter into this room. So you just need to go past that door and leave. We don't need the coupon seal for any reason, so just peace out as soon as you open the door and step inside. And then you can spill a whole bunch of energy and charge dashes across Valley here, because it's faster to not glide across slowly and just get a sequence of charge dashes in, and then save. So the place I teleported to was Glades. We're going back to the start of the game because this is the quickest teleporter we can use to pick up Light Grenade. And now, like we did dash glide over this cutscene on the way out, we're going to do one on the way in. You can either land on the edge there if you're more comfortable with doing dash glides off the ground, but you can also do a dash glide out of an air dash just by using your double jump, so that's another way in there. Now we're just going to head over here. Now this trick doesn't really have a name. I guess you could call it like Ghost Lever or something like that. What you're going to do is place a save as you go down there, and then you're going to rekindle when holding the lever. You can do it like really fast, like, whoops. Just hold the lever and rekindle, and it doesn't matter how high you've pushed this wall. What will happen is that wall will, you die, and then this will get pushed up constantly. So, rekindle the save, die, using dash to reset your invincibility frames, and then head through here, and this will stay open for the next time we get in. And then you can always fall there and not worry about that first laser unless you get hit. I'll die and do that part again actually. So the first laser, the cycle doesn't begin until you cross below this roof or that floor I just broke. So you can always just fall straight down there, and then with that kind of movement where you jump over the edge of this laser platform. Okay, so let me do some slow movement. I got slowed down. You just wait there, and then for the fast cycle down below, what you want to do is jump over that edge so that you start to fall faster, and it makes it easier to patch that lower laser. So we'll just do that cycle again. And of course, if you make a mistake in your movement or you're just not confident with it, you can just wait like another cycle. Like this is actually not going to work because I jumped too early out of that dash on the upper platform, and I didn't have my air dash to get over there in time. So I would have waited there if it was a run. I just wanted to show the death. But yeah, you air dash over, and you can beat that laser. I'll just do once more. And if you make that cycle where you're not waiting for a cycle of the laser down below, there's a certain strat you can do on the way out. So I'll show both that strat on the way out and the alternative. And that will, that'll just... It's basically like, it saves time on the way in to get the fast cycle, and then it also saves a little bit of time on the way out because the cycles are different. But you can't do the exit strat if you don't get this cycle because the top laser will kill you. So here we're just going to charge dash bash a few times with this guy to get up here. And preferably have that bird not follow us. And then we're going to place a save here. We can't save over here, and there's a cutscene coming up. So the fast thing to do is to dash glide into this cutscene and save when you land. But you can also, similar to how you did the very first save anywhere cutscene skip the game, you can also just walk up until Ori turns to face the statue and then save and reload. Okay, so then we're just going to go get Light Grenade, which is useless, but it's a skill, so it's required for this category. So we'll grab Light Grenade, and then we're just going to go finish the game. Now, note that I remembered to save before I came down here, and I did that like lever glitch and whatnot, all that kind of stuff. I'm actually going to suicide here so that the cycle is on. I'm just going to talk about this a little bit first. If you didn't have energy to do that lever glitch, you could come up here and you could get energy just for the save anywhere up top, and if you mess up the baneling, you can just come in here and do this part to get up here. And then in that case, you would just go back to the Glades teleporter now and teleport to Swamp, which is just a little bit slower than what I'm going to do, but the entire point of doing that lever glitch is to get to the Blackroot Burrows teleporter, which is just a little bit closer. So we'll just do that movement out. Dash gliding over that slow zone, and then we can go through here. So here, oh, I messed it up. Nice. We'll do this movement again. Oops. So for this rocket jump, you need to be doing it from like the lower right of the Frankie. So you have to bash him sort of at an angle, and then run to the other side of him. So here, that'll take me up there. And now if I missed this fast cycle on the way in, then doing that rocket jump would just get me killed by the laser. So instead what I would do is like bash off the Frankie, land here, and then just charge jump and climb up the wall. And then we're gonna head through that door we opened earlier. If you didn't open the door earlier because of whatever energy reasons, then you can just go to the left and go back to the Glades teleporter, which is not much slower. But I opened it, so we're just going to go through here. So that's one way to get over it. I really should have saved before this so I could have shown some multiple things. But basically you're charge jumping from around there, and you can either get up to this wall directly, like that, or if you bonk your head, you're a bit low, then that slime will be close enough to charge dash to. He's in a little bit of an odd position now because he's been wandering around, but you can charge dash up to that slime to save yourself from the boulder, and then get on the teleporter and head to Swamp. And now we've really just got one trick left. I was confused for a second about why I had a point to spend. I was like, it should be out of points, but because I killed extra stuff while I was messing around, I had some experience to share or spare. So we're just moving through here. Did some rocket jumps, blah blah blah. I guess it's important to note. Let me die and go back to the teleporter. It's important to note that you actually do this movement so that you go above this tree. if you go down this low path, the Kuro cutscene is still here, unless you missed the skip earlier, in which case it's not here. But you might as well go up top anyways, because the rocket jump is fast. So yeah, let's do that movement again. Just filling a little bit of energy on that crystal there. Once again, we can just stomp that wall from above halfway to get through it. And then we're gliding off to Horu. Put the sunstone in and then we enter. And now here, there's a trick called door warp, so I'm just going to do it quickly and then I'll talk about it a little bit. So I'll just make it... Oh nice, there's dialogue. I'll just turn the UI off to skip the dialogue. Forgot that this was here. So what you're going to do is you're going to wait for this autosave right there, and then you're instantly going to reload the file and press up on the first frame it loads. And that, to explain a little bit, doors on the first frame they load, like from the main menu, have wrong locations set for where they take you. Most of them are pretty useless. There's a couple other that have uses in other categories, but this is the most useful one, because it takes us right next to the ending escape here, just entering this door. Yeah, that's just super convenient, so... Hopefully it didn't save me down there, I think... Yeah, I'm still saved up here. So normally, you enter the door, you get taken outside Horu, but if you hit it on the first frame that the file loads, which you can do by timing exactly 3 seconds from when you click on the file, like right as it fades to black you hit up, or you can like mash to try to get a door warp. I prefer mashing, but a lot of other people have more success with timing it. Kind of switched back and forth, but these days I mash. And I missed it there. And I missed it there again. It's a good argument for maybe practicing timing, but there you go. So you get down here, and then you just go up to do the final escape. So the final escape, there's a couple things to talk about. I'm going to make a debug save partway through so I can show a few of them, but the start of this is just movement, basically. And then you can do a bunch of stomp cancels in this escape, but I'm going to do a escape with no stomp cancels because it honestly does not save all that much time. So, if you're fast, you beat that cycle. You can also charge flame these walls rather than break them the intended way, which is a little bit faster. And then we'll just head over here. Stomp down into the water, and now I'm going to make a debug save to talk about this last part. So, easy way to do the last part is to just charge jump from about the middle of these flowers so that you go out the top of this cave and then feather around. And what that does is it skips this Kuro trigger, so I can go back down and get it. That's the Kuro trigger that forces you to go hide on the right side there. But it only extends sort of like this area that I'm tracing with my mouse. So if you go up above it, which you can even do without charge jump, you skip the trigger, and I can go back and hit the trigger. I missed it. There. There it was. So with that strat, the ending just looks like a bunch of charge jumps up the left side. Oops. And then you just bash your way up to the top. Now, I can't recommend really doing this strategy, but I just have to show it because it's the coolest strategy in the game. This is fish strats. Double bash the fish, and then bash him out of the water. Throw him over here, and then do a rocket jump off of him to the end. And that's a good strategy to do if you want to save like 3 seconds. Or risk your run, because if you mess that up, you'll just dash straight into the fire and die. So that is the run. I'm hoping that doing this guide segmented sort of improved the quality, because I could organize my thoughts a little bit more before each section. But if there's any questions, just join the Ori Discord and ask, or post here, whatever you like, and I'll try to answer them. But the Ori Discord is probably the best place to go get help with stuff. And if you stream on Twitch, Ori runners will probably come by and you know, help you learn and whatnot. But yeah, that'll be that. I hope you enjoyed, and best of luck with all the runs. So I'll just take this to the end of the game. I guess I can mention on the speedrun.com page, if you go into the resources, I believe there's a link to get the auto splitter for this, which will, you know, make you not have to do splits while you're doing a bunch of menuing at the same time. And it'll also split right when the game ends, which is the moment you lose control of Naru, just after you walk behind this next tree. Right there. So that's the end. That's the end of the game. And yeah, that's that. So hopefully you have fun with this category. It's a nice mix of a bunch of bugs and some cool movement, without, you know, some of the really silly bugs that like 80% and some other categories use that like take out actually moving through areas and just replace it with glitching. But yeah, that's that. So good luck with the Ori. Peace.